While this might bring back old Marvel fans, but new audiences won't want to watch this movie, especially since they're making the upcoming Fantastic Four movie comic accurate. So why can't they do the same with the main villain? Now, some might argue that in the infamous Iron Man comics, Doctor Doom takes over Iron Man's body. Now, the question arises, can RDJ make a good Doctor Doom? Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom will completely ruin Marvel. In today's video, I'm going to explain why casting RDJ as Doctor Doom will make the upcoming Avengers movie the most controversial movie in Marvel's history. Why this casting marks the beginning of the end for Marvel. So, my name is Tanim, and you're watching another video of Movie Mind 17.
Ladies and gentlemen, as proof of the unimaginable possibilities in the Marvel multi-universe, we give you the one person who could play Victor Von Doom.
Wait, no, that rumor was true? Are you fucking kidding me?
What? New mask.
What is happening?
Same task. What can I tell you? I like playing complicated characters.
Hiring Robert Downey Jr. for the role of Doctor Doom was a really terrible idea. I mean, what was the need for this? Doctor Doom, who is Marvel Comics' biggest supervillain, is now being portrayed as just another variant of Iron Man. If you look at some of Marvel's past successful movies, many of them became blockbusters or super hits because of cameos. But the case with Doctor Doom is different. People won't see him as the greatest supervillain in Marvel Comics. Instead, they'll just see him as another variant of Tony Stark. While this might bring back old Marvel fans, but new audiences won't want to watch this movie because they'd have to go through the entire Infinity Saga. I mean, how many more times do we need to watch movies centered around Tony Stark's legacy? Even Tom Holland's first Spider-Man movie wasn't really his solo movie, because most people went to see the movie because of Tony. And in his second movie, the villain wasn't even a Spider-Man villain. It was another Iron Man villain. That's why I think a lot of directors have refused to direct these two Avengers movies. Even Sean Levy, who gave us a blockbuster like Deadpool and Wolverine, he also probably rejected this project. It seems like the Russo brothers were the last option, especially since their reputation started declining with the Gray Man. Robert Downey Jr. coming back is like Diego Maradona returning to play football again. And Iron Man, who has completely nothing to do with Doctor Doom, why he is now being cast as Doom, why they are ruining such a legendary villain, why aren't they giving him his own character? Especially since they're making the upcoming Fantastic Four movie comic accurate, so why can't they do the same with the main villain? If they change some minor supervillain, it wouldn't be a big deal. But bro, we're talking about Doctor Doom here. If you adapt a character from a comic or game and make small changes, that's understandable. But if you completely change the character and turn him into someone else, why would people still call him Doctor Doom? They just say he's another variant of Iron Man. And Doctor Doom isn't just the villain of the Fantastic Four, he's Marvel Comics' biggest villain. Because they cast RDJ as Doctor Doom, now MCU superheroes will connect more with him than the Fantastic Four superheroes, which is really annoying. Robert Downey Jr. didn't even need this role, but yeah, who would turn down $80 million? Now, just like the first Spider-Man movie, people will watch the upcoming Fantastic Four movie because of RDJ, not because of the Fantastic Four, which is frustrating since they were Marvel Comics' first superheroes. So please let them stand on their own and let Doctor Doom stand on his own. Now, some might argue that in the infamous Iron Man comics, Doctor Doom takes over Iron Man's body. But what Marvel is doing now is a completely different plot. Now, the question arises, can RDJ make a good Doctor Doom? Of course he can. But Marvel is being lazy with this casting. They could have given this role to another actor who hasn't been in the MCU, so people could see Doctor Doom as himself, not as Iron Man. And it's not like they're adapting the infamous Iron Man comic storyline either. No, they're turning Doctor Doom into just another Iron Man variant, which is why I don't find that comic's excuse valid. I feel like Marvel is rushing too much to adapt Secret Wars. I think the idea of Kang the Conqueror didn't work, so now they're hurrying. Since setting up Doctor Doom would take more time, they just cast RDJ so they wouldn't need to build him up as much. But why? Why turn Iron Man into Doctor Doom? If you want to bring RDJ back, adapt the superior Iron Man storyline. There's no need to ruin Doctor Doom. What's even more frustrating is that a lot of fans are blindly supporting this idea. I don't think these fans understand comics or how to properly set up a character. If you ask me, I'm completely against RDJ returning in any role. Whether people admit it or not, bringing him back will automatically devalue Iron Man's legendary ending. On the other hand, Marvel is also struggling to build up any new superheroes. Even when they succeed, like with Shang-Chi or Moon Knight, which were hits and loved by the audience, there's no news about their next movies or series. I've talked about this in detail in an earlier video, and if you want to know if Moon Knight Season 2 is coming or not, you can check the I button above. Because of Marvel's inconsistency with new characters, people now prefer watching cameos of older characters rather than seeing solo movies of new ones. If a Marvel movie doesn't have cameos today, it rarely becomes successful. It's sad that people are more excited to see Spider-Man's reaction to RDJ as Doctor Doom than they are about Reed Richards and Doctor Doom's storyline. I don't think the movie version of Doctor Doom will even come close to the legendary Doctor Doom from the comics. I was so excited for Doctor Doom, but this news left me so much disappointed. As for the fans, they also would have preferred seeing RDJ as superior Iron Man rather than as Doctor Doom. Honestly, I don't follow comic books that closely either, but I still know how legendary Doctor Doom was, and I don't think Marvel fans who don't read comics will ever understand what Doctor Doom was all about. People liked Tom Holland's Spider-Man more after he stepped out of Iron Man's shadow. Before, Holland's Spider-Man was dependent on Iron Man, but now it seems like the entire Phase 6, or actually all of Marvel, is dependent on one guy, Robert Downey Jr. If RDJ as Doctor Doom doesn't work, Marvel won't move forward either. And if it fails, they'll probably bring Chris Hemsworth in as Professor X, or bring Chris Evans as Magneto, or bring Scarlett Johansson back as Mystique, and so on. Bringing old actors into new roles might work for some people, but it's never going to work for me. Marvel is now running purely on nostalgia, and creativity seems to have died. In my opinion, hiring RDJ as Doctor Doom was one of Marvel's worst ideas ever. Whether you like this decision or not, it's important to remember that we should always respect the legacy of these characters. So, see you in the next video. Before leaving, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.